Coming to you from the sprawling metropolis that is Ohio, this is Don Kissick, and I just want to give you all a long overdue update. Back in the fall, I had announced via social media that it was my intention to run for Congress here in the Ohio's 5th Congressional District. At the time, I announced I was going to do so as a Democrat. Two big things that were driving that decision at the time was there were some questions about whether or not the Libertarian Party would have ballot access here in the Buckeye State. And the other factor really is that the Republican Party has the whole election process just bottlenecked in the state between ballot access laws and the voting patterns here in the Northwest. Just running as a Democrat, all things considered, seemed like the most logical course to take in order to try and get out there and really spread the message of liberty effectively. Now, since then, I had begun petitioning. I had drawn got indications of support from some really key people in different parts of the state, even here in the Northwest. Things were looking good. I had sat down and talked with the Putnam County Democratic Party in search of their support for this. I got a lot of positive feedback from the county party chair, Tony Wobbler. Everything was pointing in a good direction. But the thing is, since then, a matter of family health and well-being has come up, which really required that I sit down and rethink the decision to to go into the political arena to that particular extent, to that level. And it really didn't take long for me to realize that family has to come first. So my name will not be appearing on the ballot this year, either in the primary or beyond that. And it's unfortunate, but these things happen. They happen for a reason. I have confidence that God knows what He's doing. So for everyone that indicated support, everyone that showed me enthusiasm, for making a run for Congress, even on a major party ticket, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But this is the right thing to do. Now, as an alternative, I've given it a lot of thought since all these things were coming about, and since I had to really give a lot of consideration to what is best for myself, for my family, for the fight for liberty, restoration of liberty here in America and Ohio. I'm going to get back involved with the Libertarian Party, the state party. In fact, I have announced that I'm a candidate for the Libertarian Party of Ohio Central Committee. I will be seeking to represent the 5th District once again on that body. That election will be coming up in the Toledo area on April 30th. I'm currently working on an early voting event to take place 2 weeks before that. No, excuse me, I said earlier April 30th, April 28th, up in Toledo. 2 weeks before that, April 14th. I'm hoping to have an event up in Bowling Green, which we call an early voting session. I will put more about that later on. I want to thank everyone who is supporting me in that endeavor as well, as there's 3 people running now for 2 seats on such committee for the 5th District. Now, also, before I announced that I was going to run for Congress, I had discussed earlier in the year why I left the Libertarian Party of Ohio, and I've been kind of expressing some sentiments that didn't sit well with some folks. One of the things I was trying to do as a member of the Libertarian Party of Ohio Central Committee was I wanted to try and bring about some much needed change in the top levels of state party leadership. I had been working with a number of people. I had been really trying to make, trying to create some waves, trying to convince a lot of the longtime stalwarts that we needed a new direction as far as how the Libertarian Party is led. I don't know why, but those efforts just weren't bearing the fruits that I had hoped. I reached a level of disgust, and I just felt like I was being an enabler more than anything else. I had fancied myself as a watchdog, but now since then, and my problem was with just a small handful of people that I saw as kind of the problem. Since then, that small group of people, one by one, they have either completely left or they have dramatically scaled back their involvement with the Libertarian Party of Ohio. for various reasons. I'm not going to deal with all the history. I'm not going to go into all the past sins. Just suffice to say that what I was not able to do, karma accomplished for me. And I don't gloat. I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. Just I don't wish ill on anyone. I just really believe that the party needed to take a long, hard look. The party leaders, other party leaders, needed to take a long, hard look at how things were being managed, how the party was being led, and finally give some long overdue thought to accepting the notion of making some changes. Conditions are ideal for that particular line of thought. I'm happy about that. And I am very eager to step back into the Libertarian Party of Ohio. And hopefully I can draw enough support with me onto the various ballots that will be cast for Ohio's Central Committee. And we can really take the fight for liberty to a new level here in Ohio and beyond. May peace, faith, and liberty be yours on this St. Patrick's Day, and Solancha.